Today is one of those days where it's very chill. You can literally come outside with a jacket on, or you can just come outside with some pants on or some shorts. Either way, it's gonna be all good. Feels good outside. And if our pool were ever open, I probably would go. That pool been closed for 2 years. Unfortunately. There's a pool or picnic. Either way, something fun to do outside. But alright, I'll hit y'all up. Hope y'all enjoying this day. Peace. We don't gotta be traditional. Hey, what's up, mama?
Hey, son, what's up, boo-boo?
Well, today I've been thinking, why do it always be good weather when you gotta work?
That's how it goes. I don't like that. I be wanting to be out.
Man, today it feels so good out here. It could be a pool day or a picnic day.
I take picnic.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. You can play any kind of game.
Remember back in the day when we used to have those gatherings at Auntie Judy's house?
Yep.
And it was just like a reunion or a barbecue. And all the children, they could bring their friends and they have big mama be like, come on, bring them babies on over here. Y'all get y'all stuff a plate.
Yep.
Or be like Tupac and Poetic Justice. What's your name? My name Cousin Pete. Hey, Cousin Pete, how you doing?
I don't know you.
You would say that.
Yes, me and
I
Big
forgot.
John
I
used
forgot.
to be over there together. They come up to us and say, hey, cuz, what's happening? We look at each other. You know them. They ain't our cousins. Ain't nobody told us nothing about them. I ain't blaming them.
Okay. Good. That's true. Okay, so what about the people making food?
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Me and my siblings and other family members. If you can't cook, everybody play touch but that person who can't cook. And look, and if they don't know, we'll be trying to tell them indirectly, like,
Don't do it.
like they be like, who cooked this food? And you don't want to point them out. You be like try to throw elbow hints. Just how to throw elbow.
And you'll be fine. She cooked the chicken or something. Black people like chitlins. So one time we was on my cousin's house. That's when Tansy got her legs burnt up on the pipe of a truck because she was hard-headed.
Oh, I remember that.
And we had all decided what we was going to cook. Somebody said, I cook the chitlins. I know how to cook the chitlins. We was like, oh, Lord. No, we'll do it. I'll cook the chitlins. Lord have mercy. They was floating in the water with the poop still in them. Ain't nobody ate none of them. They talking about who cooked the chitlins. I said, and Joe was over there cracking up. But it turned out to be a really, really good day. But this is how come kids need to listen.
Yeah.
Because her husband had a truck with pipes on it. We said, don't get on that truck. The pipes are hot. Those pipes are hot. Oh, Miss Pewdy, that's always into something. Gets on the truck and slides down right smack. Boom.
Now, what's crazy about that is I remember that. I remember detail for detail. I'll tell you, okay, this is how I saw it. So, we was at my auntie house, and it was sunny outside. It was a nice day. Nice sunny day. All of us was out there. Auntie had about 8 kids. One didn't stay with us, but that's here nor there. Anyway, so her boyfriend had a truck and he had some big pipes on the back. And she had told us before he came that y'all gonna get on the truck, he gonna go somewhere and he gonna come back. When you come back, avoid the pipes, right? So I remember everybody getting off the truck, and I remember getting off the truck and watching my cousins get off the truck, right? And we was all like, I'm talking about we was young. I remember my sister getting off the truck and the pipes was like right here, and the cab was like right here, and the pipe stuck out just a little bit, and everybody else had been jumping outward away from the truck to get off the truck, and she just went right down. As soon as she did, it burned both of the back of her legs. And you talking about somebody screaming. She was screaming. So I at first I thought she was stuck, because if you ever see like meat and flesh touch very hot stuff, it sticks. So you have to like pull it off. And they had to pull her off, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. But the thing, what I miss the most is how all of us used to come out there, and Auntie Judy, she used to like let everybody come to her house, and we would all be out there. The kids would be outside playing, the adults would be in the house. Some might be drinking, some might be playing spades, some might just be sitting there, and others might be sitting there talking crap to each other because that's what our family did. But everybody was cordial until one of my aunties got a little too drunk, and then all of a sudden my auntie Judy like, all right, y'all better go home. And then her husband would get into it because he would be drunk, she would be drunk. They'd be cussing each other out. She'd be cussing him out while telling the kids to get in the car. It was, she would always do it. So we already knew at some point when Auntie Erin showed up, it was going to be fun, but then it was going to be fun to a limited aspect because eventually if they get to drinking too much, then she gonna get out of hand and she going to cuss Uncle Shane out. Uncle Shane be trying to defend himself, but she was going off on him so hard, man. Call him everything in the book. And it's crazy because Auntie Erin was a dark-skinned lady and Uncle Shane was very light-skinned. He lighter than me. He lighter than me. He probably light as my brothers. But just a lot of fun times, man, for real. Auntie used to stay in the country. So while she used to be in the country all the time, we would never have things not to do. We would always have something to do. We might be out in the woods. I remember us being in the woods and walking trails that we ain't never seen before. And being in the woods so long, I used to think, man, are we gonna get trapped out here? Because we would be in the woods so long, but we'll eventually find a way out. And back in those days, if you did something to one of your cousins, them adults wasn't gonna stop it. Them cousins gonna get you. So if you don't know how to fight, run, or keep your head on a swivel, somebody gonna get you. And that's how I found out how to fight. That's how I also learned to stand up for yourself. That's how I also seen that my sister was fast because she used to mess with people all the time and they would chase her.
Couldn't catch that girl.
You couldn't catch her. Once she realized she was faster than people, you couldn't catch her. But yeah, man, this weather right here, for real, this weather take me back to when we was living in Connor Garden and we was like, Mama, can we go to the rec? Because they would take us to the pool. And we'll go to the pool and have some fun. Or the Boys and Girls Club and go to the pool.
The Girls Incorporated.
Or the Girls Incorporated. But for the most part, if we didn't go to the pool or anything, we played basketball, we played football, we played touch, hide, go seek. We played everything on childhood game we probably could imagine. Freeze tag, all kind of crazy. Just coming up with stuff. Just because when you're young, man, you got so many people and so many friends. That's what you do. You just find things to do and just have fun and enjoy yourself. Those times.
The best times that we had in Connor Garden is volleyball.
Yep.
Every
volleyball.
afternoon, late in the evening, the adults and children would go out and play volleyball. Now, we had some that could play. We had one that could serve up a hot potato, Miss Baby.
Man.
She tear that ball up serving that ball. Man, we had good time. But you know, win or lose, everybody was happy. It was no fighting. It was no getting mad.
No, it was
that
a lot
was
of
the
fun.
one thing that held everybody together.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yep, those days was fun.
People come up to visit us. They out there playing volleyball too.
Yep.
Those were the good old days. You know, the time when every Sunday afternoon we get out of church. We go down to Courtney Campbell with the kids to swim. We play in the water. So of course Miss don't know how to swim, the same little pipe girl. She wants to go out in the water. I said, can she stay here close to the bank because she can't swim? Yes I can. So she gonna get her butt out there a little bit. I went out there and picked her up and threw her butt over in that water and said, now swim. Since you want to swim so bad, now swim.
Wait.
Mama, you can't swim.
Wait.
I swim.
You talking about when they had the jet skis and they was in the jet skis?
Yes.
And we was over there. Oh, I remember this because I remember you snuck out there because everybody had been telling her not to. And next thing I know, I seen her in the air. And you was like, go ahead and swim now.
She was very upset. We didn't go back out there though.
No. It was fun, but I always had this image about the ocean or the Gulf. I swim to a certain point. I ain't going past. Look, if the water come up here, I'm done. That's it. I'm going back in. One, the undertow takes you. Undertow, undercurrent, whatever. It be actual like animals out there too.
Yeah.
And you don't always like people think they don't sharks and stuff don't come up close. They will come up close when they hungry. And I ain't trying to be the one to get ate up.
Become the food.
Yes, exactly. I ain't trying to become the food because it took me a long time to realize they don't see us as a big piece of human. They can't see that well, so they might see just your arms flailing in the water to, try to stay afloat, and they might think it's a fish in distress. They go attack that whole arm is gone, or that whole leg is gone, or half of that arm is gone. Y'all seen Soul Surfer? That's exactly what happened to her. She was on her board. She was laying on her stomach, and her arms and legs was in the water, and the shark came up and got one whole arm. So, for those people who got confidence to go back in the water after that, I give you a lot of respect. I just ain't gonna do it. You got me once, you ain't gonna get me again. You got one, you ain't getting no more. I ain't gonna be dinner again. Nah.
I tell you what you really think about. Like, we used to go fishing all the time. Now, as long as you're in the salt water, you cool. You go out there and get to that fresh water, gators all up in there. Look, as long as they stayed in the middle, I was good.
Look.
When they came towards the bank, they come about, what, Mary? In the truck, sitting down with the windows rolled up and the doors locked.
Look.
Oh, no, sir, buddy.
When I was staying with my pops, because my mom, she loved fishing. And I knew that. I knew she would always like fishing. So when I was staying with my pops, I didn't know my pops was an avid fisher too. And we would go, like, in Mississippi, they used to call a 10-ton, the Tom Bigby. And yeah, we would be out there on the bank, right? And I remember this day clearly because I think this is like one of the last days I went. So we were out there fishing, and Pops used to put all his fish on a rope.
Yep, that's how they do it. Throw it down in there.
And sit it in the water so the fish will still live, They'll be living, so by the time we get them home, they'll be fresh enough to cut, all that stuff. So we fishing. Pops throwing out, he fishing, he catches something. I'm just sitting out there just relaxing. And all of a sudden, I see the water rippling, but I didn't know what it was at first. And then all of a sudden, Pops was like, there go a snake. Now, when he said snake, because my history with snakes, I forgot about fishing. Forget fishing. My only objective was to find out what this snake in this water is and keep my eyes on this snake until I can't see it no more. Because I'm thinking it's going to go ahead and go down the river. Nah. It seemed like when he said there go a snake, the snake was like, there goes some human. He over there fishing. And he acting like he ain't see the snake. Look, mom. He was on this side, I was on this side. He out there. Yeah, son, and he just talking. I'm like, But look, I'm like, But got one eye looking this way. So next thing I know, I'm looking. All of a sudden, I see some little ripples coming. Hey, Dad, you see that? Oh yeah, that snake is kind of getting a little close. I'm not going to go ahead and take these fish up out of here. About 2 minutes later, I seen that snake coming this way. I just got up and left everything. I left everything. Pops was like, where were you going? You see that snake coming? What's wrong with you? He started laughing. He's like, you scared of a snake? Man, my history with snakes ain't great. I'm telling you. My history with snakes is not great. And I put it like this. One time I was in the house with my auntie, and she stayed in this 2-story house. She had a hole in the floor between the hallway and the kitchen. And she had an old school kitchen. So I'm in the bathroom. I think I'm about like 6'7" or something. And I'm washing my hands. And I turn to come out the bathroom. And as I turn to come out the bathroom, I see the body of a snake going around the corner like this, right? And I see it. And I'm like, oh, crap. So the first thing that goes to my mind is, go tell somebody you see the snake. So I'm like, Auntie, I see the snake.
Keep mosquitoes away.
Exactly. So I'm like, Auntie, there's a snake in the kitchen. And she was like, what? I said, there's a snake in the kitchen. And I don't know what happened and why my cousin Jeff had this sword, but he had a samurai sword. I don't know where he got it from, but he had one. So they go in the kitchen, and she had one of them old school refrigerators, and it was just like it looked like
an ice box.
It looked like an ice box, yeah. So they pushed it to the side, and it was in the back curled up. and it was like, oh, there is a snake back here. After that, he killed the snake. Don't get me wrong, he killed the snake. It was about like that long, probably. After that, I slept upstairs. Look, I slept upstairs for the rest of the time we lived in that house. Because we used to sleep downstairs in that, and like, you know, come downstairs in that room right there, and then the kitchen right there. After that, ain't no more sleeping downstairs.